Webmania.
Hello viewers, welcome to Webmania Bootstrap 3 third tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn what Bootstrap grid system. Bootstrap grid system is very important concept to understand. Basically, the grid system is used to create page layouts through series of rows and columns. Bootstrap grid system consists of 12 columns. Here you can see column 1, column 2 up to so on column 12. Basically it means that our bootstrap page consists of 12 segments. It based on 12 columns and these are columns. Column 1, column 2 and up to so on column 12. You can create any page layout by using this grid system. So let's make 3 column layout using the grid system in Bootstrap. Suppose it's our web page and our web page is divided into 3 portions: portion 1, portion 2 and portion 3. The portion 1 is left sidebar and I give 3 columns to it, and the portion 2 is content area and I give 6 columns to it, and the portion third and the last one is right sidebar and I also give him 3 columns. One important thing here is that the sum of columns should be equal or less than 12 because a Bootstrap grid system consists of only 12 columns. If you see in this table, here are 3 columns, 3 plus 6 column equal to 9 columns, and then add 3 columns, they become 12 column, which is equal to 12. Bootstrap grid system has several grid classes used in creating layouts for different devices like mobile phones, tablets, laptops, desktop, etc. The available Bootstrap classes are: here is a table of Bootstrap classes. These are devices names, these are their sizes, and these are Bootstrap classes. And these are used for mobile phones, tablets, desktop, and another large screen desktops. These grid classes are used to create any layout, ranges from extra small devices like mobile phone devices and to large devices like large screen desktop devices. Now don't confuse with these devices. We will discuss these Bootstrap grid classes in details in our next video tutorial. So let's create the 3 column layout by using the class called MD. You can also use any of these classes called extra small, small devices, medium devices and large devices. I took this call MD. There are 3 simple steps to create the 3 column layout. To create any column layout, there are 3 important steps. Here are the steps. The first step is to create a container class inside a div element. The second step is to create a row class inside the container class. I repeat, a row class inside the container class. And the third and the last one step is to create the 3 columns that we want inside the row. Now let's go to our editor to do some practical work. It's our editor and you can see that our page is connected with Bootstrap. The previous video tutorial, I will tell you how to connect with Bootstrap. So let's apply. The first step is to create container class inside a div element. So I create div and give him a class of container. Here is the class of container. Now the second step is to create class row inside the container. You can see I creating a div element in class row inside a container. So the third step is to create column class inside the row class. So I create div class and the Bootstrap grid class is called MD and I give him to 2. If you want to span across 2 columns within the 12 columns of Bootstrap grid system, then we can write here 2. You can also add columns according to your choice. Let me bigger size. Let's view. So now it's looking good. So now I'm giving here description of left sidebar. I just simply have to copy and paste here. Give it to 8 columns and named it to content area, main content area. Also 2 columns, given to 2 columns, and now I give him name to right sidebar. And now look into our browser how it looks like. So here is our page, and notice when we reload the page, you can see here. Okay, it's our 2 columns left sidebar, it's our 8 columns and all these of main content area, and this is right sidebar of also 2 columns. So let's apply some design to make the page pretty. To do this, let's apply a style sheet. So let's go to our editor. It's our editor, so let me decrease the size. Exit presentation mode. So we have to add style sheet, and I give him to name to grid style.css, and here I also create grid style. First I give him to margin top 30 pixels. Now padding 30 pixels, background color, it's going to teal. Now font size going to large, color going to white smoke, text align and center. So it's our style sheet, and now apply this style sheet to our index page. So it's our index page. Let's increase the size. Okay. Now the first step is to add style sheet here. So for adding style sheet, I use link relation. It's style sheet. RF, and it's grid style. Going to type text/css. So now I'm moving this content into another div element and apply a style sheet on this. For this simple, I have to cut this div class, it's grid style, and in this grid style I paste the text. Let's do the same thing with the other content. Copy div class grid style, and inside this I move this again. Div class grid style. So let me give a little bit difference in these. Now let's go to our browser and see how it looks like. It's a browser, and when I reload the page, you can see the difference. Here you can see it's our left sidebar, and I give him length of 2 columns. It's our main content area of 8 columns, and this is the right sidebar of also 2 columns. Now there are some important points to keep in mind when working with Bootstrap grid system to create page layout. Row must be placed inside the container. Content should be placed inside columns, and if more than 12 columns are placed in a single row, each group of extra columns shift on a new line. So let's do it practical. Go to our editor. So it's our editor, and if you notice, there are 2 columns plus 8 columns, 10 columns, and then 2 columns, and it becomes 12 columns. And if I greater the length than 12 columns, then you can see what happened. And if I give him a length of 4 columns and save it, and now let's check what happened on our browser. Here is a browser, and when I reload the page, you can see right sidebar flip onto a new line. And when I reload the page here, you can see it's flip onto the new line because our column length is greater than 12 and it's moved the line onto the next row. So let's do another example. Go to our editor. It's an editor. I simply have to give him a length of 4 columns and also here 4. Now we have 3 columns of 4, 4 and 4 equal to 12 columns. Now look what happened in the browser. It is a browser, and when I reload the page, you can see the difference. Now here are 4 and 3 equal columns. Here are 3 equal containers. Left sidebar of 4 columns, main content area of 4 columns, and right sidebar of 4 columns. By using the 12 column layout grid system, you can create any column layout that you want. In next video tutorial, we will learn about the Bootstrap grid classes. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned. Have a good day.